Let's discuss the five elements theory, the fundamental concepts. Five elements theory belongs to the category of ancient philosophy. It believes that the world is made of five basic substances with specific forms, namely wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. These five substances are in a state of mutual generation and restriction. Due to this fact, the world moves and changes constantly, and everything in this world is directly or indirectly related. When the theory of the five element is applied in TCM, it helps the TCM doctors to recognize the internal relationship inside the body as well as its connection with its outside surroundings. So we have here the fundamental concepts and characters of the five elements, the key points. Fundamental concepts of the five elements, it refers to the mutual connection and their change of movement among the five elements. The characters of five elements, the wood is characterized by bending and straightening. Fire is the flaming upward. Earth is the sowing and reaping. Metal is the working of change, and water is the moistening and descending. First, the fundamental concept of five elements in Chinese, Wu refers to five different subjects, namely wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Xing has two meanings. One refers to the order, while the other refers to movement and change. Therefore, Wu Xing, or the five elements, refers to the connection, movement, and changes among the five elements. The characters of the five elements, the concept of five elements was once the abstract conceptualization of climatic feature and phenological characteristics for five-time interval of the Yellow River Basin. Respectively, wood indicates everything grows in warm spring, fire indicates everything thrives in hot summer, earth indicates everything transforms in moist late summer, metal indicates everything restrained in cool and dry autumn, and water indicates everything stores and hides in cold winter. The feature of five elements can be generalized by climatic characteristics of spring warm, summer hot, late summer moist, autumn dry, and winter cold, as well as by phenological change characteristics of growing, thriving, transforming, restraining, and storing. Sang Su Hong Fan wrote, wood bends and straightens, fire burns and flares up, earth provides for sowing and reaping, metal works for change, water moistens and flows downward. Hence, feature of five elements become wider and abstracter. With the practice of everyday life and production, characteristics of five elements were gradually developed and formed by ancient people through their life experience and recognition towards element of wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. The characteristics were mainly used to analyze and generalize the attributes of various things in the five elements and to study the connections among different subjects. Therefore, the characteristics of five elements have gone beyond their concepts. Characteristics of wood. Wood bends and straightens, which means stems and branches of a tree can bend, straighten, and grow upward and outward. Thus, it is inferred that anything that has the function or property of growing, developing, and flourishing is attributed to wood. Characteristics of fire. Fire burns and flares up, which means that fire has the characteristics of warm, heat, and ascending. Thus, it is inferred that anything that has the function or property of warm, heat, and ascending is attributed to fire. Characteristics of earth. Earth provides for sowing and reaping, which means that earth can be used for sowing and reaping. Thus, it is inferred that anything that has the function or property of generating, holding, and receiving is attributed to earth. Characteristics of metal. Metal works for change, which means that metal has the characteristic of clearing and descending. Thus, it is inferred that anything that has the function or property of clearing, descending, and as changing is attributed to metal. Characteristics of water. Water moistens and flows downward, which means that water has the characteristics of moistening and descending. Thus, it is inferred that anything that has the function or property of cold and coolness, moistening and descending is attributed to water. Thank you for your attention.